Well, lots of naked sheep. So, welcome back to the Kingdom, everyone. And I'd like to start with, I've been incredibly busy with work, and also when I have not been at work, I've been playing with Enderman Farm design and doing the tutorial. The tutorial is now out and will be linked in the description. So I haven't had very much time at all to do anything on my Let's Play at all the last week, really, which is quite depressing, but no, it just worked out that way. But I do have some very cool ideas what to do today in the time that I have. And I'm not going to tell you first of all. I'm going to let you guess as we go along. Hopefully try not to spoil anything in the title. I know I'm sometimes quite bad at doing that. But I'm going to collect up some leather and I'll see you back after that, I guess. Okay, so I got some leather and I did make a few edits to this Enderman Farm while I was doing the tutorial. I found a couple of things in it that I wanted to change, so I have changed it here. Although this isn't the perfect place for the Enderman Farm, as it's not a y equals 2, y equals 1. It's pretty good, and all my tests on it is ridiculously fast, and the sound's off for obvious reasons. Yeah, and my other design, the crusher works an awful lot faster and things like that. No, it's a lot different, but it doesn't really bother me on the Let's Play. So I need to do some chanting, and we start off with a couple of shovels, I think. That's pretty good. So I'm going to do a little tiny montage of some enchantments, bit of lag there, and then we'll continue on to what we're going to do today. And another shovel. Ooh, nice. This is for all my sand I need to get for my Sky Fortress base part for the glass. And sword time. That sucks. Really sucks. So, you may start to work out what's going on here today. I'm going to set up a couple of pairs of these, and a couple of sets I think, and then I'm going to start enchanting them. But enchanting them for what, Philip? Well, you'll find out. So, I'm going to try and get some nice enchantments on these. A couple of pairs of them. I won't show these, I'll just show the end result. And then we'll go off and look for our next part of the puzzle for today. Okay, so I've been punching Enderman for a little bit, and I've got some armour. Pretty nice stuff, and some nice swords, and some backup armour, and a bow. And you probably don't need to guess anymore of what I'm going to do now. I just do love this thing though, that is hilarious. So, I'm going to go off to my Wither stronghold. Okay, so I've been building some more layers into my Wither farm, and it's been quite productive. It's been here a little while, and I've got another 4 skulls, and I've got another one at base already from before. Now I was only planning to kill one Wither today, as you probably may have guessed, with my fun armour. But I generally like staying here for a bit and improving it as I go. I've been started building some extra layers. I like to make it self-sustaining, so whenever I mine a pillar out, I then replace that load of bricks and make more layers and that sort of thing. So that's how I like to do it. Now I could sit there and get a mod out and work out the exact location of all the spawns and all that. But ooh, whoops, where'd you go? Ah, he's on safety. But this is much more fun for me, and it keeps me entertained while I'm killing more skeletons and waiting for some to spawn. Whoops. There's a problem with the knockback looting sword. It kind of knocks them off. So, I've now got the 4. Lots for the stuff as well. This armour is dead. So I'm going to head back now and gear up for my fun Wither skeleton fight, and then we get on to the main work for this episode. Oh yeah, I just love how this matches in, and the crown stays outside the skull. I think it looks brilliant. Okay, so we've got our 3 skulls on us. I've got a spare set of leather. I don't even know how this is going to last. It's really high protection, And the thing is with high protection is that it basically uses up the damage counter on the armor incredibly quickly. So this may only last 2 or 3 hits, I don't know. Just a risk. Got a load of arrows, got a couple of swords, and a powerful bow. So it's just a bit of fun before I start the main thing for today. And let's try and do this okay. So, probably want to drink regeneration first, and then just slurp something up. Haven't got much stuff on me. Probably want to eat up. It's only one, it should be insignificant, but I've never done one in leather armor before. To be honest, I don't have much experience with leather armor and the protection armor on that at all. So, bit of fun. And I'll probably see how... And they need to fix that arrow glitch where it bounces off. Okay, I'm already getting hurt quite a lot just by one. Rather a lot, actually. This might be harder than I expected. It's not going too badly, but I need to see the state of the armor. Or do I just risk it? Actually, I've got 3.5 bits of armor at the moment. I may have already lost some now. And why is it not hurting him? Keep bouncing off. Oh, yep, the armor's pretty much gone already. Come back, come back. I don't know why the bow isn't hurting him so much. Normally the power 4 bow does really well. Oh well, let's see if we can get this. There we are. Go, 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 go. Oh! Slain by the wither. I'll get right back there. Well, this could get a bit messy. That armor was dead basically, and then once you got no armor on, a wither can just like one hit you. It wasn't a good one. I do have super gear in my ender chest if I need it. I've got a set of leather in here at the moment, so we'll try for that and see if we can get our stuff back at all. He's under half health still, so I should be able to hit him melee. No food though. There is. He's probably blown up my stuff, or he has now at least. Oh wow! Snap! I might need to just finish this guy off. Okay. That's the fun over, it seems. He's just far too powerful when he's in his melee stage. So I'm just going to grab the super armor and get rid of him. I think if I can get in here. As long as I don't die with this. Ooh, I've only got parts of it. Oh, I've only got part of super gear. Okay. This could also go badly. Now I've had one give me a lot of trouble before. Oh, he's got a bit of vengeance in him, hasn't he? He's over there. See if I can grab some of this stuff first. Hopefully the food. I wanted the armor really because it's pretty. And who doesn't like pretty armor? Okay, it's getting to night time. Come here and die, please. I know you can melee them from start. Yeah, this should be easy. I was saying that I'm already... Why is he hitting me so much? Whoa. I'm gonna die again now. This has not been a good day, has it? See if I can regen a bit first. This one is just annoying me. Yeah, let's get out of my way. I'm gonna die again. 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why was one such a problem? And I'm dead. Whew. Well, that was a bit of a fail, wasn't it? I think we'll save the pretty leather armor for non-killing bosses, because even though it was that high protection, it just got destroyed in like 3 hits. So durability of leather is not enough to play with a wither. But anyway, another nether star. So what I actually plan to do today is the main thing. I'm still dying. Any food? Yes, I do. Is a lot of people are asking where things are, how they get places and things, and I've been meaning for a long time to set up the nether tunnels and everything and make it nice and safe and logical, because at the moment I've just got portals everywhere, and that's because I've been mapping out locations for different things, and I didn't really want to build a whole nether system until it was all finalised. But most of the portals are now finalised. I still need to work out what I'm going to do with a gold farm, but to begin with I need to just make this whole area safe and make it speed proof. So basically it all has to be too high and have ice underneath with half slabs. Oh, some more lag. So I can jump around here and I can close off this whole area. So I'm going to start today just by half slabbing it out and moving that portal down and clearing out some area. So I'll give you little progress updates today and see how far I can get. Okay, so I've come up with a plan, and I've been thinking about this for a little while, but I've just decided to go with it. And that is, I'm going to be moving all of the portals to the same Y value. So at the moment the portal Y value will be 35. So there's quite a bit of stuff under us, but most of it will be lava. So all these portals could be moved. These two are okay. I'm going to move that one down and get rid of all of that stuff there, the whole room up there and everything else. I'm going to move that one up. I'm going to move the other ones. I'm going to move the end one over there. So there's quite a lot of work to do. And then I'm going to make it all cut out. So I've got to cut down 2 layers. So I've got to go down to 33. And in quite a lot of places it's going to be quite a lot of work, because I go down here and I go into lava. So I'm going to need an awful lot of half slabs, and what I'm going to do is dig out the next layer like so, put a half slab down underneath. I could use the whole block, but half slabs can be cheaper. I'm going to put an ice block like that above it and a half slab on top of that. Now what's going to let me have is a dip up from the portal, so let's move it over there. It's going to look like this all the way around. Now this will stop so many pigmen hopefully walking through maybe, but then the roof will be at this height. It might feel a little bit cramped, but it'll be 2.5 high, so that with the speed boost from the ice, and it won't melt as it will be enclosed in. And if people don't know, as of after 1.3 I mean, ice when it melts in the nether it just disappears, so you lose it completely. That's why it's been completely enclosed. So once I have that, I can jump against the ceiling as a jumping motion. I'll just show you under this as an example, and you can go faster. And that's the kind of idea. I won't need rail tracks because my portals aren't really far enough away to justify that. In the future, if I have some other random one, I might want one. I might want one to the wither farm, although that's only a very short distance away. But there you go, that's what I'll start with. So first of all, time to move all the portals and make sure they still work afterwards. Okay, so a lot of work in there that has been done. This is spawn, for people that don't know. And the portals you want to go to are the ones down here. That's the arena, still unfinished. Still thinking of ways to play around with redstone. So these portals are connected up properly still. And I need to get an awful lot of ice sometimes, so I still need to make my ice machine, which I want to turn this lake into one big ice factory basically. Have hidden pistons and things to then replace the ice in the lake when I'm finished with it. I didn't really want to make a blocky ice farm automatic thingy. Not as fun. So these are the portals obviously. Now the portal on the other side has been moved. So instead of being all the way up there in that room, it's now down here at y equals 35-ish for the portal. And I've mapped in all of the ones down here apart from the Emerald Farm and the Wither Farm. So all of them have these ice pathways now, and all these are, like I showed you, just ice with half slab on top. Now, I learnt the hard way that I knew that gas, if they hit this bit here, they can blow up the block behind that. So if the gas fires at either of these two blocks here, then they destroy the ice, which is a kind of bad thing to do. So I set up these speedways. I don't know if I want to have a higher than 2 gap for the corridors or have less. So this is more than 2 obviously, bit of lag again. And this is less than 2. So less than 2 you are meant to be able to go faster, but it feels a little bit cramped. This is the base portal still, and this is the AFK portal still. And I keep having some mysteries over here actually, which I'll tell you in a minute, if that gas can go away. I've had gas blow up my portals a couple of times. I don't normally have that problem. Come on. There you are. So, I need to move these around so that I can have a nice, safe AFK stream. But the problem with this is that I keep going through to spawn, but yet items keep coming through the AFK stream from my base, from the iron farm. Now, when you go through to the overworld, you should only be updating the chunks around you and spawn. Spawn is meant to always be loaded, but I'm going through to spawn and it's loading up my base chunks somehow, but only for the iron farm. So it's not detecting players to then spawn mobs, but iron is still coming through. And I stood over there for about 10 minutes at the base before I started filming, and I've got 2 and a bit stacks that have come through in that time. So that's strange. Really strange. I need to do some investigation on that, because that would mean you could have a completely AFK farm for iron, no matter where you were in the world, as long as it was connected to one portal. So I don't know if that's some kind of bug, but I have to look into that. Over here is obviously the Sky Fortress portal. I do like the speedways though. All of that can be taken out. That went to the spawn one. And over this way, I just love running around these, they're good fun. Over here is the end portal obviously. So that's all nicely linked up, and a very quick tour for the people that kept asking where everything was. It's obviously not the most simplest thing to get around, but it should be a bit more helpful now. And I think I'm going to go get some more wither skulls and play with the wither farm a tiny bit more. But I've used up an awful lot of materials here, and this is my last bit of ice. So at the moment it's functional, it looks nicer, I'm very pleased with this, it looks a lot brighter, should be better for filming. When I've mapped it all out and everything, too much lag today, when I've mapped it all out for filming and everything, then I'll think about doing the corridors, lava lighting and that sort of thing to make it better for camera, glowstone or glowstone lamps or something like that. So I'm going to go investigate now, playing with a bit with a nether farm. Nether farm. It's not nether wart farm, it's nether skelly farm. So I'm going to do a bit of playing around. I've got an intersection over lava, which I'm going to play around with the spawnable areas on that. The thing is though, as this is only my single player world, I'm doing things on it that I wouldn't do on a server. So for the server, I would go towards making a fully automated wither farm, which makes sense. Here, me just sorting out the wither farm and starting building things on it. Now and then when I'm collecting some skulls, gives me more skulls than I actually need anyway, so there's no point in making a farm for just me. But it would be a lovely project I'd love to do with other people, but for the moment I'm happy just to make a non-automatic farm. Maybe eventually, once I've used it all the time, then it will eventually work its way to an automatic one, but I'm not going to go there and build it just for no reason. So I'm going to go there now, and I'll be back with you with some progress. Okay, so you can clearly see here, the platforms that I put in when I was here last are actually working fine. It's a very nice thing to see. No, like I said before, one thing to play with mods and things like that, but another thing to work out yourself. So yeah, I was pleased with that. I'm not really too worried about getting rid of the spawning areas outside of here. Thought there might be a skull. I'm more thinking about just making it more likely that wither skeletons will spawn out of the ones that can. I have been killing pigmen before to lower the amount of mobs for them, so when they then generate new mobs, then it's more likely to have wither skeletons. Bit more fun. But yeah, for a single player world, I just don't physically have the time to sit there and half slab everything or all that sort of thing. It's just too big of a project for one person. And this is why you have too high. Because you can't touch me. Let's get you. I need to get a looting sword that hasn't got any knockback on it. It would be a nice thing to have. Just because I keep knocking these into the lava, and even though wither skeletons can last in the lava, so you can actually move wither skeletons around in lava flows for farms and things like that. But if you kill them in the lava, then you're not going to get the drops, which is sad. So I'll be back with you when I think I made some more of these platforms and played around with the spawning area over on that cross section over there, I think. Okay, so after quite a bit of work, I've collected up a whole load of skulls. I've been doing testing over there for the different platforms that will spawn with the skeletons. Well, you know they've spawned them if they spawn blaze on them as well. And there was 3 skeletons just here. They'll probably drop down here. Come on. Here they come. Here you come. There you are. It's very nice to give them little walkways because... Oh, hello. I'll take that. I've got quite a lot of skulls now, I will admit, and there's another one. And they're being very productive. Over there, I've worked out that from the level that you're on for the walkway, actually we'll just go over there. And on the way I'll show you how many skulls I've got so far. I spent maybe 5-6 hours collecting some skulls and investigating the spawns. And there's just so many of them. And I'm doing it over there because over here I'm not really sure where the old parts of the actual fortress itself were before I bricked it over. And the bit over there is over lava. So how many skulls have I got in here now? 17, 20. I think that's quite a few. More than I need. But I'm really interested with this wither farm now. And it's been very productive, and I've only just started it. So this is the actual level where these railings are one next to where the old railings were. And these, so this will be the old corner. So this is the old corner of the actual walkway itself. And the walkway used to be, say the walkway used to be there for the corner. And then it would go that way and go that way. There's actually a blaze spawner there, and there's actually a spawning area around that blaze spawner for withers, which is quite nice as well. Which I didn't really expect. But I've been working out different layers that they spawn on, and they spawn one above, and if I go downwards, they spawn on this one, as you can see here. Come here. Obviously, it's nowhere near done, but I'm just working it out. And then they also spawn on the one below. None here at the moment, but they do spawn down here. So that's how many levels I'm going to be doing in this farm. I did look up how many blocks each way or either side of the actual bridges themselves that these would actually spawn on, and it works out to be about 7 either way. So I'm just going to build a large box basically with 4 different layers in, I think it's 4, and just have it all half slabs. And what I'm going to do, you can see these are the different measurements. So I'm going to build the platform up to here and then across to here, and it's been a nice big rectangle because these 2 cross sections here are what you get is, if you count, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 from this corner, and then this one over here is the other cross section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're both actually joined up with nothing in between them. It's just one bridge basically. And because of that, then I can make all of this into one big spawner, and get rid of the rest of the fortress and everything else. It's in quite a good location already, as you can see. It's a pretty good location. I'm not going for maximum efficiency or anything like that, but it's pretty good efficiency already. And got lots of work for this to do, but what I want to do, instead of getting rid of all these, because what I did over there, I flattened it all over, so I can't really tell. I know roughly where the fortresses actually were, with the pillars and everything, but it's not very convenient over there anymore. So over here, what I'm going to do, what I just decided actually, a couple of minutes before I started filming, is that I left in these lines for where the old fortress corners and edges used to be. So what I'm going to do is just use a different colour half slab. So I'd have little crosses on each platform showing you where they used to be. So in case anything ever changes, or I want to make sure to finish the farm correctly, I'll know where to measure things from. Hello. And really, I've got too many skulls and the volume is ridiculous. So I'm going to carry on for a little bit more and see how much work I can get done on this. And yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. So I think I've come to a natural break in the building of this with the farm. As you can see, it's working fine, and as it's 2.5 high, well, it works at 2 high as well. These wither skeletons can't move after they spawn, but they can still spawn into the area, which is awesome. I did think of that I could have it so that, well, when you get close to wither skeletons, you can hear them, and they go clop, 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 and they run after you. So if you're on an open area, like the top here, they will track you, and you can hear them. If you have open areas in that sort of station area, the spawner, then if you allow them to get out, then you walk past it and all of them run out of the trap to you. So that would be pretty nice way of doing it, to be able to walk past and pick them up. But at the moment they will be trapped in each layer, which is fine for me, to be honest. Things I was worried about is air blocks, and that means that the less things I have blocking the spawn pad air blocks all the way around it, the more things that should spawn. But if I kill anything, and with knockback on especially, and I hit them towards an edge, then if they're all air blocks, I'm very likely to lose the skulls if there is any. So I'm trying to think of a way to do that. At the moment I just put a fence in this piece, just to have a little play with that. Using up pretty much all of my fire resistance potions. So I need to take a break next time and do a lot of brewing again, I think. It doesn't take very long, it's just one of those mental efforts having to go back and grind for a little bit. The blaze spawners all covered up and shouldn't be spawning. All the blazes should be natural, I think. And I probably shouldn't do this. I keep doing that. I have almost died doing it a couple of times. Oh, where is he? Because I haven't been able to get my potion on fast enough. But yeah, as you can see, this bit here is all open. It's as it was earlier. So when I come into here, they basically all track me and run around. They're quite funny and derpy when they're running around. Would like another skull. Haven't had one since the other ones. So I've been doing lots of building one little area. Haven't been letting them spawn. And it's still very dangerous. But I wanted to bring an enchantment table over here, so that I can have a little station, and as I kill things I can just enchant up some rubbish armour. Just bring a load of iron with me from the iron farm and just keep making protection 1 armour or something, so that I can stay alive and not really use up my diamond and stuff. I'm only using diamond because of me falling into lava, and having high protection diamond on means that it gives you plenty of time to get on your fire resistance potion and then ender pearl out, as it is all lava under there. But I think that's all we're going to do for the wither farm today, and I think we're going to find a few more comments to read and answer some questions on. I did say before I decided that I probably don't need to do a Q&A video. I'll just answer Q&A questions at the end of each video for the Let's Play. And so I'll see you back at base then, and I'll read a few. Oh yeah. Okay, I got so many skulls now. I didn't get any more. I've only got the 20. Only got the 20. And I don't really know what to do with them now. It's actually easier to get them than it is to sit and kill the withers that you get from them. So, I don't know. I need to think of somewhere to put the beacons first, I think. So I'll answer a couple of questions. And first one is, what's the longest time I've played Minecraft non-stop? Well, I think I could just attach that to games in general. I've known after my university exams to maybe 48 hours straight. Yeah, they're extreme cases. Anyway, yeah, I'm a big gamer, but not normally that long. So another one is, what microphone do I use? And I use a headset that quite a lot of the YouTubers I know actually use as well. It's a fairly low cost, very high sound quality microphone. None of these pop filters or anything crazy like that, so you do hear my and all that, but there's no money to buy a really expensive one. And it's a G330 Logitech headset. I need to pay what, £30 for it, or $50 if you want to convert that, or like under €40, same thing. And one more is that this is there are legitimate questions in the comments, and from a live stream I did asking for questions, and you can just ask questions in the comments and I will try and answer them. If I don't answer them straight away within a couple of minutes normally, I'll try and add them to end of one of these videos just so everyone can know. And this one is from Capacrus, I hope I said that right, and he asked how he can help grow the King's army. And it's one of these things that it's a very sensitive thing on any YouTuber or any community. It's the whole likes and all that thing. Oh, where's controversy? There isn't a right way of doing it. There's thousands of wrong ways of doing it, and liking and all that really does help videos, especially when a new one comes out and X people like it. Then I end up getting a new load of subs every video normally, and that just really helps. It doesn't take any effort at all, but I don't like sitting there asking for likes, begging for likes and all that, because you normally get a negative response, even though YouTube's first rule of thumb is tell your subscribers to like the video. Thanks YouTube. Any more advice? So I think we've about wrapped it up for today. I didn't get as much done as maybe I wanted to. I did cut out a huge amount of footage so I can condense it down for you guys, and I think we'll leave it there for today. So thank you very much for joining me, guys. Any suggestions? I am looking to do a new series, preferably an easy to record series than my Let's Play, that I can do alongside it to give you some more videos. And if you got any suggestions for anything like that, then I'd love to hear. But other than that, I'll see you next time, guys.